This doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right here. Oh my freaking word. I don't even understand how incompetence like this is possible. Okay, well at least the Wi-Fi seems to fit there. So that's a start. So now, I at least have that getting going. Okay. That is another story. Okay. Let's think here. Let's think. I do need these. And most importantly, I need them to connect here. I'm going to have to weld that. There's no way around it. I'm going to have to weld it. So that means I got to get the welder set up. Get that dialed in. Okay. Let's do some exploratory surgery here. Oh, I still never picked up any friggin' safety skills. What's up, Matt? It's going pretty good. Thanks for stopping in. Trying to get some stuff going here. I need my exhaust fixed. This truck is loud. And when I say it's loud, there is no exaggeration happening. This thing is borderline ridiculous loud. We'll give you a couple of revs here in a second. Show you what I mean. Just trying to find the little spanner wrench. Switching tools on my angle grinder. Because I got a cutting disc on there right now. I need to switch to a flat disc. Is this it? Is this my little spanner tool? No. It is a cheap flat steel box end wrench. I need a little spanner wrench. Cigarette. Let's see if we can't just wrestle it off with a pair of channel locks. Come on, people, show some love. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you riling up the crowd here. We got a crowd of 2 at the moment. Doing some work on my 2005 Ram. It's a Daytona Edition half-ton. Oh, man. That is on there pretty tight. Did we crack it loose? Oh, yeah, we did. Perfect. About to get underneath her with the angle grinder here and see how much good metal we've got on my intermediate pipes, because I've got some 2.5 OD here, 2 4-foot sections, so I should be able to fashion a new intermediate pipe or whatever length of intermediate pipe I need in order to get this thing quieted down. But I need to know, if I need to cut it, I need to know how far back I need to cut it. If I need to just remove it, I need to know that I just need to remove it. Because it's really rusty. It's going to need replacing sooner or later anyways. But I've got a new flat disc in the truck here for the grinder. Get the old ZA 40 grit. Okay. And this time, I believe, for the flat disc, we want the outside edge down. About to get interesting here in a second, I think. We got high-speed internet now, so I should be able to get you guys the up-close and personal view underneath the truck without losing the stream anymore. That was a big problem at first. Bad connection on the stream. Should be able to get something going here now, though. Okay. Good and tight, not going anywhere. Want to make sure I get a good mechanical connection on this flap disc. I don't want it coming apart on me, flying apart in my face. All right. Just making sure that this blade guard it's going to have good clearance for me. Looks like it's alright. Yeah, my grinder has something going on in its gearbox, I think. Definitely something going on there. But let's get on the creeper, get underneath here, and see what we got. Where to put my creeper? Why am I always looking for my creeper? Dirt, dirt, dirt. It's right in front of me. Lovely driveway, super level. It's probably creeping around somewhere. Yes, it is. What's up, Berserker Garage? Thank you very much for coming out and checking out my stream. Appreciate you, as always. And let's see here. Let's get a good view of what we got going on. Oh, yeah. So you can see pretty rusty crusty down here. But this is our primary area of concern today is my intermediate exhaust pipes and getting the new muffler fitted so that she doesn't sound like she looks. Yes. Now we have the grinder, so we can commence with the grinding. All right, so this is pretty good news, folks. We have got good solid metal not far back on this pipe. And the same here. Beautiful. That's going to make this a lot easier because I won't have to go very far in order to get good solid metal and get a good trustworthy connection. Now, let's see. Yeah, these look good. These look good from the intermediates forward, actually. Let me get you a better look up here. We have got some pretty gaumy looking welds, but that's okay. They look solid. They don't look like they're gonna leak. There's no holes poking through. That's the important thing. Mostly is that there's no holes. Got cat number 1. Looks pretty solid here. And then cat number 2. Also very, very good. Little bit of a pinhole there. That's all right. That shouldn't be a major issue. Getting up deeper. And headers actually look pretty solid. How's that V-band look? V-band up there is a little bit on the crusty side. Ooh, passenger side header, definitely seen better days. Passenger side header is very, very crusty. So, we may want to do some headers. What up? Wiring up and Apartment meter pack right now at work. Oh, very cool. Oh, man. Yeah, if there's anybody in the chat who doesn't already, definitely check out Berserker Garage. You know, Ross over Berserker Garage really inspired me to get out here and start doing more content creation around cars and about the stuff that I love. And, you know, I can't express enough how motivational it's been to me to watch somebody not let, you know, not knowing exactly what you're doing stop you from learning and from trying and from getting better every day. You know, I see this guy getting better all the time. I see his car coming along so sweet. He's building a 1967 Beetle. It is more custom than any other Beetle that I've ever seen. And I've seen Beetles that are pretty wild, but this is on a whole different level. Everything is full custom sheet metal. It's not Bondo. It's not fiberglass. He's not taking the easy way out on anything. He's doing it all exactly how he in his heart wants it. And that's what I want for my vehicles. So right now I'm kind of stuck investing in this project. This is my 2005 Dodge Ram. And I have other projects that I'd really rather be working on, but it's actually a pretty nice truck, so I can't complain too bad. I only paid $1,500 for the thing, and it is absolutely way more than I could expect for that kind of money. Flying buttresses inspire. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, a little shout out. We were talking early on in your build about the design, and you know, I was just kind of offering my 2 cents, not thinking that it was going to wind up being, you know, such a big part of the actual overall design of the car. And I think it's really cool that, you know, I was able to put my 2 cents in and now see it in reality. It's nuts. Super cool. Now, what are we going to do here? Let's take and I'm going to pull these tailpipes out, and we're going to see if we can't get this kind of mock-up fitted to figure out exactly where we want it and what we have for drive shaft clearance, because that's going to be the big deciding factor in how far I need to go as far as cutting is concerned. And how much I'm actually going to have to weld. Because I don't really... want to have to weld any more of this exhaust than I have to. It's not exactly my greatest skill as of yet. Like, Ross, you like to joke all the time that you're a grinder and not a welder, but I don't even know if I'm a grinder. I'm more of a, I hope this fits together and is bolt-on kind of a guy. Get the tripod set so that the legs are under the weight of the phone. Let's see. Might work better on this side. Okay, so this is single in, dual out. I've got the Y pipe on this side. So we're going to want to go like here. Okay, we're going to have great clearance there. But I need to cut back to about, we'll go there. What do you think? Should I just snap a chalk line and cut this? I mean, I don't know if I can really get this out as rusty as it is to do it that way. Decisions. This is a tough one, people. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I need to cut, so I'm gonna have to just cut. And I think we're gonna go right there. I think right there is a good cut spot. What's good today, 10X? Welcome to the chat. Today I am working on getting the new muffler fitted on my 2005 Dodge Ram. Now this thing has kind of an old school custom exhaust on it. It's a true dual system, twin cats. We are gonna improve the sound and quiet it down a lot by putting this 2-to-1 Y pipe on, single entrance dual exit exhaust muffler. This is a Dynomax turbo Dynomax turbo muffler. Measured twice, cut 4 times. You got it. That's about the philosophy right there, man. We want to try and have as accurate a build as possible. And then when we don't, necessarily follow those rules, we improvise and come up with new solutions. Just put this flap disc on, and I am going to now immediately switch back to the cutting disc. And I want to get on the other side of the cut. So that I'm not going to be getting shards in the face. I think ear protection is in order. Don't measure, just cut and weld. That's right, Matt. Trust in your instincts. Oh, and remember, kids, safety last. Alright, that should help dampen the sound a little bit. At least for me, sorry about the loud noises, guys. But cool shit doesn't happen quietly. Oh yeah, that wasn't rusty at all. I'm just able to, you know, deform it and rip it apart by hand. No biggie. I think we're going to have to say goodbye to the guard because the guard is preventing me from cutting the side that remains to cut. I know it's there for safety. Right now, it's actually making it unsafe for me to get the cut I need. So now we have a grinder that is completely open wheel. and I should be able to get up in here. Now the microphones I sent working out. The microphones you sent were working out perfectly until I dropped my phone with the receiver plugged in. And, well, the receiver got completely smashed. So I'm actually waiting on a replacement to come in. Okay. Step 1, remove all safety measures. Complete. Oh my freaking word. I cannot get a good angle on this thing. And now that's basically rip that apart. Okay. I can try and fix some of this deformation here, but that's just gonna have to be what it is. And we have got two roughly equal length ends to my exhaust intermediate pipe. Now that muffler is kind of heavy, so I'm going to pull the Y pipe out. Let's see what we got for a fit up here. Okay, and those connectors are going to be the same width as that, aren't they? Of course they are, because why on earth would anybody sell a connector that actually connects? Okay. So now we've got those a little more even. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This isn't gonna work. I've got to go back to the auto parts store, I think, and get some proper connectors. Because from what I'm seeing here, the connectors that they sold me to fit up the Y pipe are the same exact outside diameter as the Y pipe. And that's not working for me. Because my Y pipe, intermediate pipe, are both the exact same outside diameter. So we've got an issue here. Because I can weld that up, but what good is it going to do me if it doesn't slide into anything? And if I have to weld up both ends, it's not really a connector so much as it is just another piece of pipe. I don't know. Rush the chain back here. That grinder has a clutch. Yeah. Gotta give you respect. I couldn't do what you're doing. I mean, what do you mean? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it all out. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this truck to the point where it doesn't rattle my ears off. It's a little bit loud right now. I don't know if I've ever given you guys a sound check on it, but let's see what you think. See if you think she's a loud truck. You can see, yeah, she does have a nice sound to it. Sounds perfect to me. Well, let me tell you, when I get up and go to work, very, very early in the wee hours of the morning, like I'm waking up at 3, leaving at 4, that's a little bit much. So, loud is proud. Hey, it's got catalytic converters, right? So, how bad could it be? I guess. But yeah, so I need to figure out what's up with these connectors, because that's not going to work. That's not going to work with the connectors being the same size as the pipes under there and as the same size as the Y pipe. I have no way to hook one end to the other. So back to the drawing board and the parts store. And this time we are going to bring all of the parts that we are connecting so that these SOBs can actually understand what I'm trying to accomplish. Because I don't think they're getting it when I'm communicating.
Well, I also think maybe you should go to the city and get one of the bigger stores.
You think I should go to one of the bigger auto parts
So instead
stores?
of me using the Ram, I'll use the Dodge, and then you take the Ram up to the city because you're going to go to the city, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm gonna have the girls, right?
Yeah.
So you want to put the car seats in the Ram?
Sure. I mean, I can take the girls with me.
You could take the girls with you? You don't think it would cause a problem with the volunteer training?
Oh, I mean, Maria, for that one, could just use the booster.
She could use the booster and, like, she could probably even sit in the front middle.
Huh?
I could probably even put her booster in the front middle. She'd probably love that.
I'd still rather have her in the back.
You'd rather have her in the back. Okay.
But I'll take Sylvia's car. Maria doesn't like to come out.
Yeah, Maria's is a pain to get out of the van, that's for sure. It does. It does sound nice. I'll give you guys that. It definitely has a nice burble to it. That good old Hemi burbles. It's not the big Hemi. It's just the 348, the baby Hemi, 5.7 liter. One more time, give it a good rev. All right, we'll give it another good rev here. 5 liters is massive there. Oh, that's right. You're in the UK, right, Matt? Everything's like a 1.6 liter, and then they put a turbocharger on it and expect you to be happy with 160 horsepower. Is that about right? Yeah, that's it. No, and you guys have to pay taxes on each horsepower, right? Along with the tax on your TV, the tax on your windows, and the tax on the air you breathe. We fucked you guys up over tax on T. We don't like all of that garbage. You're like, we're gonna charge tax on T, and we're like, oh yeah, so we're gonna lay down our lives to prevent you from doing that. And now you're our strongest ally. Go figure. Yeah, it's super, super rip-off. My friend lives in the Isle of Man, and it's even worse. Even worse there. Because, they've got basically like 300,000 people to support an entire island nation. So they got to tax residents there on just about everything. Just carefully reeling in my grinder between my wife's legs.
Oh, well, you could tell me to move, dumbass.
I could, but then that would eliminate the fun of the game. Aww.
You lost the game, you motherfucker.
I did lose the game, and now you guys lost the game too. I'm going to become American. Yes, that's a good idea.
Do it. Come through the legal channel.
Tax you for taxing you. Yeah, no, the UK and honestly a lot of European governments, and this is what a lot of the American left doesn't understand. I hate to get into politics, but this is what a lot of the American left doesn't understand. Like, all of the services that they want to push for, they are pushing to trust the government with their basic needs. A need is not a right. A need is not something you are entitled to. A need is something that puts people to work, right? So if you put the government in charge of a need that requires others to work, then you are saying the government can force work upon others to meet my needs. You are giving them permission to enslave and tyrannize their people.
And now they just sound like, but thanks to Instacart and
Ooh, bedroom tax? A bedroom tax. Do they tax you on what you do in the bedroom or just having it in general? Like, oh, I'm sorry, Jacob. It looks like last year you had anal 3 times, but you only paid the tax license for 2 times. So we're going to actually have to charge you double because you did 1.5 times the number 2s. Yeah, it's going to be a big tax bill this year for you, Jacob. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. If you have an empty bedroom, then it's taxed. Okay. So they charge you for how many rooms you're not using. That makes perfect sense. That makes so much sense, it almost makes dollars. Well, it probably does. Oh, wait, no. In the UK, it's pound sterling, not dollars. I got as little dollars as I have cents. Get it? Dollars and cents. Common sense. Cents are common, but sense is not common. Common sense is less and less common every year. Your house would be in the millions here. That's ridiculous. My house would be in the millions. My house is a double wide trailer manufactured in 1986. I paid $70,000 US for it. It has 2.5 acres. When I moved in, most of that acreage was wild forest. I've actually done a pretty decent job here to reclaim a lot of it. This was all brambles, you know, prickly bushes and the like. I reclaimed it, turned it into what it is today. That whole section over there, that was a lot more wooded. The woods actually came up to about 6 feet from this fire pit. And then over here, the trees ended right about here before, and now I've pushed them back about another 40 feet, about 50 feet over here. The pond I'm not very proud of. The pond, it was doing pretty well when I moved in. Now it's very much overrun with cattails. You can see I've got the cattails growing on about half of the surface area of my trout pond. I haven't dared restock it since the cattails are so bad that I think they would be oxygen starved if I put any trout in there now. So yeah, we're waiting until we can get those cattails cleared off before we go to the next level of restocking it, which I really can't wait to do because the fishing, it was all right the first year I moved in, haven't caught a thing since. So nice job, thank you. Needs stripping out. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I got to get rid of those cattails. Once I get rid of those, it'll be a lot more breathable. I'll be able to get some more wildlife in there, and just having more wildlife in there will clear out the muck and make it a lot more visually appealing. But I am getting ready here to go to the auto parts store Once I go to the auto parts store, hopefully I'll be able to get the connectors that I need to make this whole situation work. Once I've got the connectors, it's going to be pretty much a simple, 20-30 minute process to get the muffler on. Then it'll be at least a lot quieter. Once I've got the muffler on, I can worry about the tailpipes. I'm going to have to do something about the hangers, because the exhaust hangers that I have, the hanger blocks aren't in the right place for these pipes, and I might need some new hanger bushings. I might need new hanger bushings in order to get that done. We've also got to get this installed. This is the emergency brake cable for the driver's side of the truck. It's currently completely rusted out, so we've got to get that installed today. New wherever cable, and it comes with one side's connector. It doesn't come with the other side's connector, so I'm hoping the one on there is in good enough condition that I can get away with just replacing the intermediate cable and not having to replace the forward cable. If I have to replace the forward cable, the cost of having a parking brake is going to go up significantly. I don't really need a parking brake for the way that I'm using the truck. However, it is required for Maine state safety inspection. Sylvia, do not do that. Do not run your hand over the edge of rusty metal. That's bad. I'm in trouble. Wife just found a fireball. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. And she's got my lunchbox.
And I need to grab a trash bag.
What? I've got. There we go. Earplugs out, and good Lord, would you know it? I can hear again. I've been wondering why my wife was mumbling.
Nothing. It's probably ripped up, so we just get it.
Okay. And now I'm gonna cut the stream here while I go to the auto parts store. I don't have very good mobile reception. Oh, better get away from that licensed music. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching. I will be back on the stream later, hopefully with a lot more action happening as far as fixing and tuning the truck goes. I think it's actually going to get a lot better just from having the muffler on there as far as the power delivery, and also just the riding comfort of having the exhaust muffled. Right now it's kind of vibrating everything to pieces. Vibration makes my hands sore. But we'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to cut it off. Have a great day. Thanks for coming.